Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today I've got for you yet another absolutely beautiful Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. Um, Now, the last one that I had, which you can find on the channel if you want to watch that video, it was like an hours long video and it was sold within probably less than 48 hours from advertising it. So I got another one. Hopefully this one is going to go quick as well. So this one comes with the registration number Victor Kilo 15 Uniform Whiskey Zulu. It is a Mitsubishi Outlander GX3H PHEV automatic. It is finished in this absolutely gorgeous shade of grey. Usually you see them either in white or black. Grey, I think it really suits it really well, and especially with these tinted windows on the rear, they look really, really cool. Anyway, this has a 2-liter petrol engine coupled with a 34 horsepower twin electric motor. So it's got one at the front and one at the rear as well. So it is a 4x4. It's not a conventional four-wheel drive. It's basically it's got a motor on the back that runs the rear wheels, and it's got another electric motor on the front that runs the front wheels. It's complicated, but it works. It works absolutely beautiful. It has a total output of 118 brake horsepower. It was first registered on the 1st of July 2015. Sorry. It has a valid MOT until the 30th of June 2025, so plenty of MOT left, pretty much a whole year. And road tax, nada, zilch, nothing, zero. It doesn't cost you anything to tax this car. It's absolutely free, which is mind-boggling to me, like mind-boggling. I'll tell you why. So this thing that has a 2-liter petrol engine coupled to 2 electric motor, and it's about the same size of a stagecoach bus, right? Doesn't cost you anything to tax. Now, my own personal car is a BMW i3, which is more electric than petrol, but it does have a petrol engine as well, which is 650 cc's. So it's literally got a scooter engine in it, and it only works as a range extender, so it works like a generator basically. Barely puts out any pollution whatsoever. That one is costing me £190 per year to tax, and it's got a 650 cc's. This has a 2-liter petrol engine, doesn't cost you anything. Figure that one out. I mean, really? Anyway, rant over. Right, so yeah, it doesn't cost you anything to tax it. Insurance group is 26E, so it's very, very low in the insurance bracket as well. Has a CO2 output of 44 grams per kilometer, so again, very low emissions. It has a top speed of 106 miles per hour, and it has a 0 to 60 time of 11 seconds. So it's obviously it's not built for speed because it's a big old bus. It's a massive SUV, so it's not gonna you're not gonna take it out on the track, are you? But it's so comfortable, and it fits 5 people perfectly, no problems whatsoever. And the last MOT passed without any advisories whatsoever. Now, to be honest, I will struggle to find any imperfections on this car because it has been kept immaculate, like in really, really good condition. I just want to show you the alloys as well are in really good condition. Tires have plenty of tread on them. And as you can see, this is a plug-in hybrid EV, so PHEV, that's what it stands for, plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. And oh yeah, one cool thing I did want to show you is basically, well, the car comes with 2 keys. I'm just trying to get one out of my pocket now. No, sorry, wrong key. Right. Where did I leave that key? Oh, it's in my other pocket. Sorry. Technical difficulties, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Right, here we go. So, got the key out. So, it comes with 2 keys, standard Mitsubishi key. But the good thing with this is that you don't actually need to take the key out of your pocket, like ever. Put your key in the pocket so you can lock it, unlock it, start it, stop it, everything with the key in your pocket. So, right now, for the remaining of the video, I'm going to put the key back in my pocket, and we're going to leave it there. Now, you've got this little button here, which you can press. And is there a door that's open? Pretty sure there isn't. Does it work on this side? Oh yeah, there you go. I think I was too far away. So yeah, press that button and it locks the car completely. But I want to make sure that this one works as well. So have the key on you. Oh yes, there we go. So you just press that button and it locks, press it again and it unlocks. So now it's unlocked. You stay here, then you press that button. You have to be in the vicinity. Yeah, so you have to have the key quite close. Well, as soon as you get to the car, you can press it, and then as soon as you lock it, you can see that the windows, the mirrors fold in. So yeah, if you're fairly close, press the button and it unlocks the car just like that. So yeah, that does work. Interior, absolutely lovely. I really love the materials that they've used inside here. I really love this little insert as well, which looks really, really nice. Very soft touch materials, pretty much everywhere. You got all 4 electric windows, and seats are absolutely immaculate. They are in really, really good condition. It does have isofix points on the front as well, which is fantastic. And then it's got a massive glove box, and you've got your owner's manual in there as well. And then you've got another manual up there. Right. Moving over to the rear. On the back here, you've got heaps of leg room and heaps of headroom as well. So, but yeah, again, the same quality material go back to the rear as well. So you've got electric windows on the rear, and again, seats absolutely great condition. Like I said, it's got no issues whatsoever. You do have a back pocket on the back of the driver's side. Don't understand why they didn't put one on the passenger side, but anyway. So yeah, and then you also have a armrest here as well with a couple of cup holders for the people in the back. And let's move over to the rear and to the boot, and then I'll show you something on the other side. Moving over to the boot, so you do have parking sensors as well, and you do have a backup camera as well. So you've got no excuse to bump it into corners or whatever. Boot, absolutely massive. You got massive boot size here. It does come with this parcel shelf as well, so that just locks up into place like that, and that will just keep all your valuables away from prying eyes and everything. So right, I can put that back. And then over here you've got your charging cables. So it does come with 2 charging cables. You get the granny lead, so the one that plugs into your 3-pin socket, and then you got the type 2 to type 2 charger as well, so you can charge it at different charging stations. Down here you've got some storage as well, and then underneath that you've got your tire repair kit and everything. So it doesn't come with a spare tire, because you've got all the batteries and everything at the back here. So yeah. Now the Outlander, the diesel version, actually came with 7 seats. Now this one doesn't come with 7 seats because of the reasons I've just explained. It's got the batteries and everything down there, but they've kept the cup holders on the rear here, which is a bit odd. And you've got some cubby in there. So although there's nobody that can sit here, you've got 2 cup holders there. So yeah, do with that information what you will. So right, cool. Let's move over to the back. So see that the windows are really, really tinted, and you can barely see. I don't think the camera can see anything. Oh no, you can. But I mean, the camera is a lot more sensitive than our eyes. So as you can see, it says 4-wheel drive, Outlander PHEV, parking sensors, and then over here you've got your flap for your charging. So this one is the Type 1 charger, which sorry, the chargers inside, that was a Type 2 to Type 1, not Type 2 to Type 2. So yeah, Type 2 to Type 1, because this is a Type 1 charger. So this is the one that you can use to charge when you're charging from home, or when you charge at petrol stations and stuff like that. And then this one is your quick charge as well. So it's called a CHAdeMO charger. You can find this at dedicated stations all over the place. And then you can just plug it in and it charges your battery really quickly, actually. It's probably about 20 minutes or something like that. Again, tires, really good condition. And then moving over to this side as well, so just behind the driver. So the thing that I wanted to show you was actually that this part of the seat, oh yeah, you gotta lift from here. So this part of the seat just moves up like that, and then when you put the seat down, it folds neatly into place like that, so you can get a completely flat loading area, which is, it's great. Right, let's put the seat back up. And then to put this seat up, you put that bit in there first, and then just press it down and it just clicks into place. Now, as you can see, this seat is slightly forward than the rest. Now, because you can actually recline this all the way back, just like that. And then it's gonna be a lot more comfortable sitting in the back. Right, let's move over to the driver's side. So moving over to the driver, you've got all four controls for your windows. That's to lock and unlock the doors, and that's to lock the windows on the back. This is your mirror adjustment as well, and as you can see, it's got auto folding mirror, so when you lock the car, it automatically folds. And let's just jump inside the car. Right, so jumping inside the car, you got a really chunky steering wheel, really good grip on it as well. And you've got it's a multifunction steering wheel, so you've got all your controls for your volume. This is for your radio stations, that's to change the modes. That's your voice assistant, that's to answer a call, that's to reject a call. And then over here you've got your cruise control and your speed limiter as well, which work absolutely great. Now, as you can see behind here, you've got these little paddles, which says plus, off, and minus. So usually in cars, you use these to change gears. Now, in the Outlander, these are not used to change gears. These are used to regenerate battery. So basically, it's got 5 levels. So it's got B1, B2, B3, B4, and B5. Actually, no, it's got 6 levels if you count B0 as well. So B0, braking, B stands for braking. So braking 0, that basically has literally no friction whatsoever. The car just slides. It's like leaving a manual car in neutral. It just slides. And then by pressing the plus, you start regenerating back in the battery. You can go all the way up to B5, which is quite a heavy regeneration. So as soon as you take your foot off the accelerator, you can feel the car slowing down. But it does that to top up the batteries. So it just keeps topping up the batteries as you're driving, basically. Now, to start the car up, put your foot on the brake, and then you've got your start button here, or power button. Press on that, and then, oh, key not detected. That's because it's in my pocket, which is outside. Okay, let me take the key out. Actually, no, I'm not going to take the key out because I said I'm not going to take the key out. Let me put my foot in the car, close the door, and now press the start button. Hey, there we go. See? So yeah, the key technically wasn't inside the car. Anyway, right, as you can see here, it's a bit different than a normal car. So instead of a rev counter, you've got this charge, eco, and power gauges, and that shows you how you're driving. So if you put your foot down, it's going to go all the way into power because you're requesting power from all 3 engines. Eco is when you're driving, well, economical, and then charge is when you take your foot off the accelerator and the car starts slowing down, thus recouping energy and topping up the batteries. In there, you've got, so the top one, it shows you your range on your battery, And then the bottom one, it shows you the range on your fuel, which is 101 miles. Down here, you've got your, that's your battery level. And then that one is your fuel gauge. You've got parking, reverse, neutral, drive, and B, which is that braking mode. And then you've got your normal rev counter there. No, sorry, your speedometer there. As you can see, the car's covered 90,000 miles, 345, so very low mileage for the year, and it drives absolutely beautiful. On this side, you can see you've got auto lights as well, so you can turn that on, and then the car will know when it needs to turn the lights on and off, so you don't have to do it all the time. And it also have auto wipers as well, so you can leave that on auto, and well, basically it will start the wipers as soon as it starts raining, and it will start going quicker if the rain intensifies. Over here on this side, I'm just going to open the door for a second, and you're going to hear that beep. That is to cycle through that menu there. And you've got your traction control, and this is where you adjust your headlight intensity. And then over here, you've got a button, which basically when you drive this car purely on electric, up to, I think it's like 10 or 15 miles an hour, it makes like a really UFO-ish sound. And that's just to alert pedestrians that you're coming, so they don't just jump in front of you. Now, you can actually turn that off by pressing this. It reverts back to the original setting once you've turned the car off, but you can turn it off if you want to. I mean, I probably wouldn't recommend, because then people really wouldn't hear you coming. The car is so quiet. So yeah, I'll probably leave that on. Anyway, let's close that door. So yeah, this button, like I said, you cycle through that menu. So then you've got your EV driving. That shows you where the power comes from. That's showing you how ecological you're driving. So basically, the more ecological you're driving, that leaf is going to fill up with like solid green. This is your all-wheel drive control. It's a really complicated thing. I just don't have the time to explain how that works, because it's very complicated. But like I said, it does have four-wheel drive. And over here, here's an interesting one. So it says 2,000 miles for the service, or 2 months. Now, the car has literally just been serviced. The only thing is, my garage wasn't able to reset this. I've had a chat with the guys, and they said that because it's got 2 months or 2,000 miles left, you can't reset it. However, whoever's going to purchase this car, I will tell them that once that reaches zero, they should come back, and we can just reset it for them. But until that reaches zero, I can't reset it, which is annoying, but what can you do? That's your setting menu, trip A, trip B, and then back to your fuel indicating. Right, over here, you've got your radio. Let's turn that on. So you've got radio, Bluetooth, phone, aux, and camera. So as soon as you put my foot on the brake, as soon as I put it in reverse, you've got the camera coming up on the screen. It's very clear as well, so it's really good because it does help you out a lot. And like I said, you do have parking sensors with this as well. Now over here, you're going to have some, you can probably see there's a few dots inside that little car. They will normally flash red if you start driving and the person sat there and they don't have the seatbelt on, so you can put your seatbelt on. You got your hazards, and that's your eco mode drive. Down here you've got your climate control, so that's where you select the temperature. So you do have a dual zone climate control, so driver can have a different temperature to the passenger. You've got your air con here. This is where you turn on and off the fan. You've got your mode. That's where you turn it off. Rear window defrost, auto. If you want to set a certain temperature, the car will keep the car at that temperature. Front window defrost and recirculate. Moving down here, you've got, you do have actually a slot for your key. So you can technically pop the key in that slot. You don't have to, but you can put the key in there if you want. I think it recharges the batteries in the keys as well. And then you've got a 12-volt socket there. You've got quite a big cubby there. And then over here, you've got a couple of cup holders. Over here, you've got your gear shift, which is quite weird, but it's very easy to operate. So foot on the brake, and then to put it in drive, slide it towards you and back. And now the car is in drive, as you can see in there. To put it in reverse, slide towards you and up, and that puts it in reverse, and then the camera pops on. Braking, um, you can select braking only when the car is rolling. So when you're stationary, you can't put it. Oh no, you can. Is that gonna let me change it? Oh yeah, there you go. Sorry. See, now it's in B0, which basically means that if I let the car go, there won't be any resistance whatsoever. So it was just gonna slide. And then moving this, you got B1, B2, B3, B4, and B5. So B5 is the more aggressive regenerating one. But yeah, so that's B. Put it back in drive, and then to put it in park, you've got a button just at the front here. Press that, and the car goes into park. Right. Over here, you've got two more interesting buttons. So you've got charge and save. So charge, basically, when you press the charge button, your engine will start working a little bit harder, because it's not only going to power the wheels, but it will start charging up the battery as well. So you will see a slightly more fuel consumption if you press the charge button, but that's great when you drive on the motorway. You press the charge button, it charges up your batteries, and by the time you get into town, you press charge again, it deactivates, and then you can drive purely on electric around town as well. Save is it's basically pretty much the same thing, but what you can do with save, let's say you've just unplugged your car from home. It's got a full battery in there. So what you do is just before you take on the motorway, press the save button, and that will do. What that will do is will store whatever battery you've got left, and it will only use the petrol engine to drive you around. And then once you get back into town, you can press the save button again. It will deactivate, and that means that you can drive purely on electric again, which is great. This is your twin motor 4-wheel drive lock. So this is where you activate your 4-wheel drive. Basically, you've got a good old manual handbrake here, and then over here you've got an armrest, quite a chunky one. I mean, you can easily have two people resting their hands on here. And then you've got a little floppy paddle there to open it up, and then in there you've got another 12-volt socket, and then over here you've got a USB port as well. And this little tray pops up, and you've got some more storage underneath there as well, but obviously you can leave this tray here if you want to. Right. A rear view mirror, and then you've got your interior lights in here as well, which work absolutely fine, and they are white LEDs, which is great. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much else I can tell you about it. But it is a fantastic car. I mean, I've just had a different one, which initially I bought it for myself. But then I decided that I needed something more electric than this one. So that's why I got the BMW i3, because it has a range of about 120 miles on electric, and you've got that little petrol engine as well. But I was gutted about the tax though, because I just don't understand. If somebody can explain to me why this massive, huge lorry SUV-ish thing has a 0 road tax, and my car has £190 road tax. Is baffling. Actually, let me go and show you my car. It's here. Oh yeah, great. It's gonna start beeping at me, isn't it? So I could probably, if you haven't seen an i3, I'll show you now. That's basically my car there, right? So I could probably fit that car in the boot of this car, right? And why? Why? Why am I paying £190 on a 650cc engine in that thing? And this thing, which has a 2-litre petrol engine, I'm only paying nothing. I don't know why I said I'm only paying, because I'm not paying. It's nothing. It doesn't cost anything to tax. It's free. So, see, now I'm driving on electric. It's so quiet. All I hear is the birds chirping and my fasten seatbelt error message, which is great. Right, let's go and park this big old thing. Drives absolutely beautiful, honestly, and it's so comfortable. So comfortable. Right, let's put this back where it should go. reverse, and it's going to go right next to my Vauxhall Antara and Ford Kuga. There you go. Right, handbrake up, and that's it. That is pretty much it. If you're interested, don't hesitate to contact me. I'll be more than happy to show you the car around. You can take it out on a test drive and everything. Yeah, you can find me on 01684 355 or you can find me on www.vindemautos.co.uk, or you can just email me at vindemautos@gmail.com. Thank you very much for your time, guys. I appreciate you sticking around up until the end. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.